Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And as always, we welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins with Rouses. Hey, April.
Hello, Keith. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Wouldn't do it without you. We are so excited when we get some new products. And I got to tell you, Rouses is always looking for the newest, freshest, and most often the healthiest food options. Tell us about some of these new meat options that we have at Rouses.
Yes, so we're talking about something called Bell and Evans organic chicken. And this is really great because a lot of customers have been looking for an organic chicken option at Rouses. And we have this new line that you can find right there in the fresh meat department. There are all different cuts of the chicken. They're everything from the whole chicken to the half to the breast to the thighs to even the drumsticks as well, and also ground chicken. So really nice options. And so I thought it would be really fun today to make a chicken fajita sheet pan dish because everybody's looking for something really quick, easy, and on the healthy side whenever we're going back to school and looking for one of those just simple meals to go to during the week. But one thing I wanted to tell you is that this chicken is not only organic, but it's also free range. It's air chilled. There's no retained water in it. And you're going to see that the package, it's almost like a vacuum sealed type of package. And it's a freezer safe tray. So you can take this if you want to put it in the freezer whenever you get home, you can do that as well. So it's really nice and it's very easy to open. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Let me show you all the ingredients that we're going to put into this fajita dish. I love a sheet pan meal because we can put everything on our sheet pan and then we have a one pan dish. You can serve it right off of the pan, bake it on the pan, serve it right off of the pan, and just, you know, it's one dish to clean. What's better than that?
Absolutely.
And what we're going to be putting is bell peppers, typical fajita ingredients, your bell peppers, your chopped onions. I have some limes that I'm going to keep on the side, and I also have some cilantro to keep on the side for after it's cooked. But what I love about these bell peppers is look at the colors that this adds to your pan, along with the onions. And so you just slice them to where they're long pieces, and that's going to give you that fajita kind of feel to it.
Right.
And it also makes it easy to pick up whenever you, when you get your tongs ready to pick them up. Now, the other thing, you have something.
Perfect placement inside of the tortilla as well.
So perfect. Yes. So what we're going to do is we're also going to be seasoning all of these ingredients as well. Let me put this chicken on top of here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your vegetables, and you can add as much as you want of the vegetables onto your pan in the layer. Now we're going to take this Bell and Evans chicken, and I have the chicken breast tenderloins right here, and there's a really easy little peel side right here that you just peel it right off, and it opens so easy. I'm going to take the chicken tenderloins and just layer them around the pan on top of the vegetables, and then we're going to season everything right on this pan. You can also take a bowl and mix everything together in a bowl with the oil and then add it to the pan if you want to do that too. So that it's not just one way to do it. You can add a couple of options.
And you also showed how easy that is because you've got a little oil on your glove there, and it was still that easy to open. So easy to open.
Fantastic. Yes, that's a great point. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add some chili powder on here. And if you need seasonings, go down the Rouses seasoning aisle. You're going to find so many seasonings and all the varieties in these nice large containers. They last you a while, and they make it really simple. If you like to cook at home, you'll have so much options. I'm going to add some garlic powder as well, a little bit of cumin. If you want something that tastes like fajita, or if you want something that tastes like tacos, cumin is going to be one of your go-to flavors. And we're going to add that right on top of there. And you see, I'm just kind of dusting everything with it. You don't have to be like super fine, exact whenever you're dealing with like those seasonings like cumin and garlic powder. But whenever it comes to salt, you want to be a little bit more careful. A lot of times I'll measure the salt in my hand. I'll just make sure that I'm not dumping salt on top. But you want to make sure that you can add that to taste. You don't have to overload it. If you need a little bit more, you can always add that after if you need to. But what I love about this is really nice. And I'm going to add a little bit of Rouse's olive oil on the top of here. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit more just to make sure my chicken has enough moisture with it. I have the oven set at 425. I'm going to bake this for about 20 minutes or until the the chicken tenderloins reach 165 internal temperature. But let me show you how it turns out. You're going to hear when you put this in your oven, you're going to hear the sizzle of the pan. You're going to love it. You're going to think you're at one of those restaurants where they bring you your plate and it's sizzling. Wow. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and I don't know if you can see this real well, but this came out so great. Look how pretty this is, really nice. And you can just add this to your tortilla. And we were just talking about how much we love these Rouses tortillas. These are so great. There's 3 varieties of them, and this one is the one that has the fiber in it. Yep. And so it is a lower net, 4 net carb.
So, April, can you tell us where we can get some of this new chicken?
Yes, you can find it at Rouses on East Park. You can find it at the St. Charles location and the Martin Luther King location. You can also find it in Thibodaux at the Canal location, and also the one by Nichols on Acadia, and then also in Morgan City.
We are going to let you load that while you've made us hungry once again with these beautiful tortillas. April, thank you so much for all of your time, effort, and wonderful recipes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keith.
All right, and that'll do it for this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. But don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.